Oops, wait a minute. I didn't set up my mic. I knew there's always something I'd forget. Let me get this set up. All right. Maybe that's better. Hopefully. All right, the levels look better on my computer screen. Okay. All right, let me just post a few things social media wise and then we'll get started. Here we go. Let's see. This first. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Okay. Post now. Post now. Post. Post and posting. Almost there. Okay, did that work? Did it work? Really? It did. Okay. We're good. I think we're good. I believe I have managed. Okay, sorry, getting distracted. Here we go. So this would be the second episode session, drawing from Scott C's book. But first, of course, I plugged this last week, but I got to do it again because it just makes sense. I just want to let folks know I've got a new graphic novel coming out. It's for early readers, so it's for a young audience, but I think old audiences could enjoy it as well. It's called My Imaginary Duck. It's part of the I Can Read Comics series from HarperCollins or Harper Alley. I really enjoyed making this book. I enjoyed working with the folks at Harper, so this is a real fun little project. It's only like 32 pages. It's a short, sort of silly to maybe call it a graphic novel, but it is, it's a comic. It was a lot of fun to make. And it's out in a couple of days, at least in North America, I believe. Anywhere, though, that Harper books are available. So potentially worldwide, I believe. Of course, it's only in English right now, but who knows? Maybe it'll get translated. But yeah, this is the latest and greatest for me as far as artwork and physical matter goes. Yeah, it'll be out there. So yeah, it's out this Tuesday, I believe. And anyway, I wanted you to know. Okay, that's it for the plug. Let's get into this. Hello, Taru. Hello. Sorry, let me get my camera adjusted a little bit here. I feel I don't know, some mornings you just feel discombobulated, and I am in that space right now, so I gotta get my act together here and start drawing. And let's see where we left off. Okay, so that was the beginning. As I mentioned before, this book originally was my son James's book. He started it many years ago, and I have decided that I'm going to try to finish it off. So here and there you will find little drawings from James, and I'll be just sort of adding to that. I think this is where we left off last time, which was the pugs hugging in a rug store, wearing Uggs. That's right, Uggs. Okay. All right. Well, okay, here's a page called Characters, and it says. Sorry, I'm gonna move this camera a bit again. Characters. We will meet all kinds of characters in this book that we will draw together. This is Scott speaking here. Let's try creating a character right now. We can use all the brainstorming exercises we have learned so far. Let me suggest a character for you to draw. Meet Sneaky Mouse. This mouse is very good at hiding and sneaking around like a spy. The mouse loves gadgets and things that help him be sneaky. This mouse can be wearing whatever you want or nothing at all. And it says list random stuff here, draw things inspired by your list here. Okay. Well then, I guess we start with the list first. The first thing comes to mind, because it's a mouse, so I just think cheese. Sunglasses, I don't know if you're trying to be mysterious. A watch, like a Dick Tracy spy watch maybe. Helmet, I don't know. Now we're getting into the just randos, just to try to fill out this list. Overalls, don't know why I brought that one up. A briefcase, excellent. Oh my gosh, I am thankful for the chat here, Tower. Thank you for that. Please chime in, anyone with ideas for the filling out this list, because I'm already beginning to blank. Documents. When you think of briefcase, you think of documents. Because I just mentioned it, I'm going to say pug. Don't know why. Sneaky, eh? What else defines sneaky? A hat? Wig, disguise. What else could be there? Gosh, this is a long list, Scott. You could have maybe had a shorter list. Oh my God, what else? What else could there be? Ooh, a mask. That's a great one. Thank you, those posers. Yeah, I need help, folks. Look at this. I'm fizzling out. A pen? Maybe. Secret pen. Oh my gosh, we got 3 more to go. 3 more suggestions. What else could there be? I don't know. Boots. There you go. I'm not sure what that has to do with being sneaky, but whatever. Oh my gosh, what else? Motorcycle? I don't know why. I don't know why I suggested that. Those are hard to draw. Whatever. Okay, and we got one last one. Umbrella. Thank you. Okay, now, draw things inspired by your list here. So is that, Scott, what am I doing here? Am I drawing the mouse, or am I just drawing... Oh, no, okay, I'm looking ahead. It says, now draw sneaky mice here, which is on the other page. Okay, so this is just drawing the objects. All right, we'll just draw some objects. Well, here's cheese. I'm just going to try to draw them in order. Do the classic cartoon sort of pie-shaped Swiss cheese wedge thing. Sunglasses, okay, yeah, I don't know. Swarmated insects, hello, welcome. There we go. Sunglasses. Watch. Little video screen on it, because we are in the era of Dick Tracy style watches now. Been there for a while. Okay. Helmet? I don't know. I'm gonna draw a helmet like that. Kind of old school motorcycle helmet. Go. Overalls. Okay. Interesting. Crossing that. Oh yeah. Okay. Overalls. Overalls are weird to draw when no one's actually wearing them. Briefcase, yeah, briefcase. That's a good one. I like that suggestion. That was Taro. Much appreciated. Okay. Documents, well, we'll just add those into the briefcase image there. Some secret documents there. Pug. Because, I just love drawing them. Pugger. A little pugger. Let's see, hat. Wig. That's a hard one to draw when it's not on somebody. Interesting to make that look even identifiable. Mask. I like that one. Okay, pen. Draw this. Pen. Now that I think of it, you can be interpreted many different ways. Pen. You could also draw Pen Ward. He's an acquaintance of mine. A lovely man. Necessarily accurate to how pen looks these days. I don't know. I haven't seen pen in a while. There's pen. Boots. These boots were made for walking. I just kind of default to rubber boots for some reason. Or wellies, as they call them in England. Oh God, why did I write motorcycle? Anyway, here is a motorcycle. Not easy to draw, folks. Complicated. I shall endeavor to do my best. I mean, truth be known, I have drawn enough motorcycles, I guess, that I have sort of a shorthand down for it, but still, not easy to do. I don't find anything mechanical easy to draw. I much prefer organic matter when it comes to drawing. It's the spatial relations. You just have to be so sensitive with mechanical things. If you don't have the spacing right, it just doesn't work. It doesn't look good. And you got to have some real knowledge, which I generally lack from mechanical things because I'm not very mechanically minded. But again, I'll do my best. Late 70s Honda here. I don't know. Okay. Oh, and an umbrella. here because I have sort of round out of space down there. Okay, umbrella. Ta-da! Okay, I've drawn all the objects. Well, thanks, Mrs. Boothfront. Appreciate the compliments for sure. Okay, sorry. I have to take a little sip of my coffee here and reset myself. Right? It does feel like a Honda. I mean, it could be, yeah, whatever. It feels like a late 70s Japanese bike. In all honesty, it could be a Honda, Suzuki, a Yamaha, who knows? Kawasaki. Love all those names. Okay, we're on to the actual page. Now draw some sneaky mice here. Combine your list and doodles into the characters. And give your mouse a circle your circle your favorite design and give your mouse a name. Oh, brother. Okay, Scott, fine. First mouse, because I'm just looking. First mouse will be. So I'm presuming, I mean, I guess I can combine objects, but I'm just going to do one object per mouse. Excuse me. And so the first mouse will be holding the umbrella. Oof, a little off center on the old umbrella there, but you know, that's okay. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow to this. Come on, where's my pencil? Sorry, can't find my usual pencil for shading here. What the heck, where did I put it? Oh my gosh. Watch me spend a whole session looking for a pencil. That was weird, where did it go? I have a million pencil crayons, but I don't have the one pencil I wanted. I will obtain a different one, I guess. 1 second, folks. I don't understand where that went. Oh, I might have brought it. Sorry, pencil sharpener. Okay, there we go. Sorry for that. I'm just remembering that I think I brought that pencil with me on a little short trip I did earlier this week to Montreal. And I packed it in a little pencil case, as you do. And I don't think I brought that pencil case back into the studio here. And that's why my pencil's missing. It's my own damn fault. Yeah, sorry about the noise there. Darko Neko. Okay, there you go. There's the umbrella, sneaky mouse. I like the way that mouse turned out, honestly. Okay, on to the next. What should I do? Sunglasses? Sure, sunglasses. I don't know about making this guy look sneaky, Scott. I'm just drawing a mouse wearing stuff that I suggested. This mouse is feeling pretty confident, I'm going to say. Okay. Smooth, quick little drawing there. Yeah, I mean, the sunglasses do make him look suspicious, correct? It's like he's hiding something. Sunglasses always feel like people are hiding something. People, mice. Okay, I'm looking at the watch. I don't think he likes what he's seen on his watch here. I guess I'm going with naked for my mouse. Clothes are such a bother. So, I mean, I just like the mouse body shape here. Okay. Looking at his watch. I feel like I'm going to combine a couple of these because I'm already feeling the squeeze of space here. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit everything. So we're going to combine 3 elements in one here. And that will be cheese, helmet, and overalls. Big wedge of cheese. And she just so happens to be wearing their favorite overalls. I think Scott currently, I've been seeing him updating. He of course, he almost goes out. He goes almost every year, I believe, down to the San Diego Comic Convention. It's been fun watching his little updates. From there, he always does such a good job of all his little Insta reels and video stories and stuff. So if you don't follow Scott C, you should. Lovely person, and let me throw some color on this. And yeah, it's a fun. I don't know. He always gives good little reports from San Diego. I enjoy it because it reminds me of the times I've been to San Diego, and it's fun. It's crazy and chaotic and very busy, but it is fun. Okay. There you go. There's helmet, overalls, and cheese. Next one I'm going to combine is the pug and the briefcase and the documents. You guys are sort of on the run together, I guess. Partners. Briefcase. documents. I guess that pug's really small, or this mouse is really big. Didn't think about that. Oh well. I don't know if pugs are smart enough to pull off being double agents, to be honest. At least not my pugs. But maybe. Maybe they're just feigning their lack of intelligence. Losing some of the documents here. Falling out of the briefcase. This feels like a new Saturday morning cartoon here. It's got some color for the pug here. Definitely helps to make it pug-like to add in the markings. Sort of, I don't know, the dark around the face always makes it feel more puggy. To me, anyway. Okay, we've worked our way down through that briefcase pug. So now we've got a hat, wig, and a mask. Whoa, that's a lot. But let's do a hat, wig, and a mask, which is really not going to look much like a mouse. That's okay. This guy is super undercover. I tried to squeeze in the ears and it just looks like screwy part. A messy part of the wig. Whatever. You can only do what you can do, right? And you've been drawn straight in ink. There's no take backs. You just gotta go with it. Which I kind of like, but it scares some people. Alright, that's a weird drawing. Certainly looks undercover though. Alright. Yep, there's a mask. Okay, so now we're onto the pen and boots. Pen, boots, and motorcycle are the only things left, because I did lead with the umbrella, which was the last on the list. So first we'll do the pen and boots. There he is. I think I'll just put him at a desk, using his pen, whilst wearing his boots. Like that Scott has his little bunny version of himself in the lower corner here saying, "I love this mouse." Do you really love this mouse? that's a weird one. Anyway, good enough. I'm saying good enough, folks. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself. Okay, and the toughest of the bunch, drawing the damn mouse on a motorcycle, which I suggested for myself. What a stupid thing to do. Anyway, here we go. Probably should have combined the helmet with this one. Okay, mouse on a motorcycle. I'll take that as a compliment, Taru. That pug and the mouse look like they're from a Moomin book. You know what it is? I'm realizing as I read that, it's like, yep, it's the running pose I chose and the fact that they're looking over their shoulders. Moomin characters tended to do that a lot, it seems like. I think it's the looking back over his shoulder thing. Funny. Funny what things you subconsciously realize, I guess, that evoke certain characters, certain worlds. Yeah, I really do think it is the looking back pose, isn't it? Alright, there is my mouse on a motorcycle. Feels a little Stuart Little almost, right? Is that what it was called? Yeah, Stuart Little. Anybody remember that movie, series, book series? Michael J. Fox, right? Voice. Stuart Little. I don't know if I've ever actually watched that film. I've seen pieces of it, or bits of it, but... Okay, we have completed this exercise. Although Scott says to circle my favorite design. Gosh, I don't know. I don't mind any of these really. I think the boots and the desk one is the weakest. Just because it's a bit of a sloppy drawing. I mean, they're all sloppy to some amount, but the weirdness of the mask and the hat and the wig, but that's so obscured you don't even know that that's a mouse, really? I suppose my favorite is probably the Moomin style pug and the mouse, because the mouse looks pretty intense and you know the pug looks nervous. Alright, we're going to circle that one. I'm going to use a blue pencil crayon and we're going to circle it as our favorite design on this page. There it is. Okay. Alright, that was quite the exercise. Okay, I have no idea what the next page is going to bring. So let's flip it and see what it is. Oh my god. Brainstorm list. Okay, where does this mouse live? List a wild variety of house ideas and start going crazy. I've drawn some outlines already. Oh my gosh. House ideas, Scott? He loves this. If anybody on here knows Scott's work, he does love drawing weird dwellings. He's had whole art shows based on this stuff. Me? I'm not great with buildings. I don't know that I share the same enthusiasm as Scott for weird houses. But I guess, you know what? This is a chance to creatively stretch myself. Runaway Ralph. Sorry, I'm just reading those posers' comment about the Beverly Cleary series. Oh, thank you, Tara. See, thank you for the suggestions. Everybody and anybody who wants to throw in suggestions. Let's start right there. Lighthouse. Lighthouse. Swamp hut. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Drawing that. Writing that. Okay, sorry, we're on the brainstorm list here. Boot house, which, you know, he's got a shoe house, but it made me think of a boot house. Apartment? That's boring, but that's what I thought. That's my brainstorm. Boring. Riverboat? Desert. I don't know what even that means, but there you go. How about bunk bed? What? That's not a house. I don't know. I can write anything I want. It's a brainstorm list. Okay. What else could it be? Does it have to be a house? It doesn't have to be a house. I wrote bunk bed. You can write anything. Villain lair, very good. That's nice and interpretive, or open-ended. Villain. Oh, I just spelled villain wrong. Oh well. I know what it means. That's great. Future. Future house. Space house. Harry house. What? I don't know. Castle. Okay, now look at that. The brain is just firing up here. Nearly there. Tiny house. Bunny house. Whatever that means. Okay. So Scott drew shoe house. He drew a mushroom house. Tin can house is his suggestion. I guess I'll draw a tin can house. Oh, you know what? I think when you draw a tin can, you always have to draw that sort of peeled back upper lid. Right? There you go. Oh, so I only have to do, okay, I would visit any of these those wonderful houses. I feel pretty warmed up. How about you? I think we are ready for our journey to begin. We haven't even begun the journey, apparently. Well, okay, I've got to look at my my brainstorm list here and figure out which 3 I choose. Oh my god. I'm going to draw the future house first. I don't know why or what. Which I guess could be like combined with the space house. Yeah, it's not going to be a great house for rain, that tin can house. Future house is just going to be a floating satellite home, I suppose, with a little circle door at the bottom, the square window. Spiky satellite house. Future house. A floating, yeah, right? Floating future house. Okay. I don't know why the Harry house thing is kind of interesting to me. Because I like just drawing lines. It's the Harry house. which definitely looks like a face. I kind of like the hairy house. I'm gonna have a little chimney on here. That was unexpectedly more appealing looking than I would have thought. Very good, Taro. Yeah. Man, I kind of dig the hairy house. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of shading to that because I like it so much. Okay. Let's turn the windows just so he stands out more. Just a little bit more shaggy of a look here, just to really emphasize the whole hairiness of it. Okay. And I gotta pick one more. You know what? I did like that very first suggestion. I think Taro, you gave it with the lighthouse. So we're gonna do the lighthouse. Seagulls most likely, right? Okay. There's houses. Alright, he says the next page is when we're ready for our journey to begin, so okay, let's see what happens. Holy moly, what is going on here? Here we go. We are off to meet some interesting people and see some delightful things in town. Help me populate this place. Add the following things to this picture. Anywhere you like. A bird, a person with a cake, a worm, a dog, a plane, a cloud, a blimp, a car, a flower, a bug, some store signs, a mailbox, a burglar, a manhole with an alligator peeking out, a bear, someone singing, someone playing a horn, and add some townspeople in the windows. Woo! Okay, I think this is safely going to fill out the rest of this session. I'm just going to draw what I liked reading the most first, and I think the most specific one was the alligator peeking out of a manhole. That's interesting. Here we go. What the heck, Scott? Okay. You know, I'm saying what the heck a lot because it's a phrase I associate with Scott Campbell. He often, I don't know if he still does, but he used to always say, what the heck? You don't even know that this is an alligator, do you? Well, whatever. Maybe I'll color him green. Yeah, we'll add some green color there. sell the alligator idea. And we'll add some shadows, tone, shading, whatever you call it. Alright, there's the alligator looking up. What else? Person with a cake, eh? It's kind of weird. Like, do I draw characters that look like Scott's characters, or do I draw? I don't know. I'm gonna draw my own version of stuff here. A weird hairstyle. Alright. It's funny, he kind of drew everybody sort of old-timey looking in this image. I'm realizing it doesn't feel very modern, but that's very Scott. He enjoys the old-timies. It's funny the things we default to. Alright, well my guy looks a little more modern, but whatever. Maybe I'll add a button-up shirt to him. There's the dude with the cake cruising through. Maybe it's a strawberry cake? I don't know. I'm gonna add some pink frosting on that guy. There we go, there we go. Cool. Alright. A bird? A bird. Well, gosh, I guess he's provided a lot of sky for a bird, but what if we just go against type here and I just draw a bird who's standing on the sidewalk? Maybe it's bluebird. Bluebird, bluebird. Kind of feels like that bird possibly looking at a worm, because I think that was another request, was it not? Yes, it was. It was a request. And we're going to draw a little worm here, poking his head up. Stoked to see a bird. There's a worm, bird. And let's see here. Going to sorry, distraction. One sec, sorry folks. Alright, sorry. A little distracted there for a second, and we are just about wrapped up here anyway. Okay, sorry. Bird, worm, Person with a cake, done that. Oh, a dog. A dog. I'm going to draw a dog, sorry, over here, who's excitedly following the rabbit Scott, the bunny Scott. Very excited. Happy dog. All right, we've got the dog, a plane, and a cloud. Well, that's simple enough, right? I'm going to draw the plane way over here. I don't know why. Very good at drawing planes, actually. I don't think I really understand how they work. Anyway, there's a plane. I won't just draw one cloud, I'll draw two clouds. Maybe I'll even draw three clouds. Sorry, I didn't really show you that, did I? Not much to look at there, though, honestly. A blimp. Oh my god. A blimp? Alright, a blimp. I don't really remember how a blimp looks. It's got like, am I drawing a zeppelin or a blimp? I don't even know. That's a lame looking blimp. Okay, a car. I don't really love drawing cars, so I'm going to draw way over on the corner here. Oh, good morning, Chris Bluestone. I am, fortunately for your sake, just about finishing it here, but I am glad you've joined us regardless. I'm drawing just a little piece of a car coming in, because I'm cheating. I don't really feel like drawing a car. But there, I've done it. Done my duty. Flower? A flower. This is a flower that got picked and sadly discarded. Something sad about that. There you go. A little color to that. Oh, it's not your fault, Chris. I start this at random times, so I apologize. I just try to squeeze in these drawing sessions whenever I can, which generally seems to be Sunday morning for me, fairly early. Really early if you're on the West Coast in North America. Too early, in fact. But probably a reasonable time if you're in Europe. I don't know. I'm doing my best. A flower, a bug. A bug. Well, maybe we'll have the bug looking at this flower. It's a pretty big bug. Some sort of beetle, I guess. Tone to things. Some store signs. Well, maybe we'll add this store sign here. You know, this is that rugs store that the pugs with Uggs were all hugging in. In fact, we'll draw a pug in the window here. How much is that doggy in the window? Okay. Store signs, a mailbox. Gosh, gosh, guys, I think I'm going to have to wrap up here right now. So I think I'm going to leave this partially done, and I'll get back to it next time we pick this up again. I'm just looking at the time and I realize I have to get going. Yeah, I know, right? Good callback, right, Taro? You're going to find that happens. I love it when that happens. It always feels clever and good. Okay, folks, I am going to have to just stop it right here for now and pick this up again next time. But thanks, everybody, for following along as always. And we'll do this again very soon. All right, have a great rest of your weekend and have an awesome week. Thanks.